Alright, so I've got this clip of Overlord. Hopefully it does not get copyrighted, but anyway, let's take a look. You probably get the idea. He basically just stands there and buffs the shit out of himself. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. That scene, I really liked it, and it kind of explain or it helped me to explain an idea of magic. Now, imagine you wanted to cast greater resistance. So what do we got? Greater resistance. We've got paranormal intuition, which I guess is like psychic, which we can see through. Greater freedom, just things like, you know, like boost attack or boost defense or whatever. And then he's pretty much just calling the name, and then magical energy, as you can see, is enchanting his whole body. So how does this work, and what is he, what is he really doing? Well, just say you wanted to cast, as we had, greater resistance. I forget where it was. Here we go, greater resistance. Now that's pretty much just resistance from, we'll assume, physical, psychic, all the elements, essentially, just resistance from elements. Now the way magic works in this context for this spell would be you would feel your whole body, or the object of which you are casting it on, or the other person. You would feel that, you literally feel it, like you feel your whole body. Or if you look at like a book and you feel the book, you kind of shroud it with your mind. First thing in magic really is you need to be able to feel things and target and locate things, right? Now secondly, while you're feeling it, what is actually happening is that an etheric aura is developing where you're feeling it. Your focus creates an aura of etheric energy. Okay, if you focus on an object long enough, it'll start to kind of sparkle, or this weird light will appear from it. Practice that. Just focus on something for a while, and really feel it, and do that, and put your mind through it. Now, then what you do is you feel the area, the kind of space that something is, and the thing, and then you use your will again, use your focus, and you change your focus into whatever it is you are doing, you are casting a spell for. Again, greater resistance, that would be, just to take an example from this, that would be resistance from all things. So you kind of feel your body, you feel the space of your body, and then you feel what it would be like if you had greater resistance. Now you can also use your visual imagination. All 5 of the imaginary senses, which are just the imaginary version of the physical senses like touch, taste, sound, sight, etc., can be used, because these are all ways to direct mental energy or mana, and to direct your mind. But I like to use the feeling. I find that's the easiest for me personally. So you try to feel, what would it be like, and you change the space that you're feeling, you focusing on your body in the space, the subtle energy, you change that to be resistant, to be resilient. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's toughening up a little, and it's like, it feels like it's blocking things out and it's pushing things out. Something like that, and you keep and you hold that feeling of whatever it is. Maybe you want to feel the sensation of lightness, or the sensation of heaviness, or of warmth, or something. You do that, you keep holding that feeling, and you try to change it as deeply as you can. As in, don't just think, oh well, it's just imaginary or whatever. No, you're trying to really make it happen. You're trying to really change things, legitimately. So that's what you need to do. Well, let's check some more spells. Greater luck. That's a good one. Or magic boost as well. Alright, we'll take an idea of greater luck. what does being lucky feel like? You know, those good days where you just seem to, everything just seems to work. It feels kind of light and nice and happy and good. You could do that. You could enchant an object. You could focus on an object and then feel the luck feelings. And try to, you can kind of imbue it, as in like sink that feeling into the physical object, or you can just kind of do it in like an aura of the object, because ultimately the enchantment will go away in time. Excuse me, it'll go away in time. It could be a few seconds, it could be a minute, you know, it really depends on how much energy you put in, how long you spend, how good you are at magic. You'll get a psychic intuition and sense. So pretty much, I guess in this anime, you know, Ainz would have practiced this stuff enough. He would have, you know, he's just such a good magician that he can just speak the words and pretty much it'll happen. Now, there is one way of magic of speaking words and using words. I personally don't like words. Maybe you do like words. You can have a phrase like boost, I don't know, speed. You can say that, and then you feel your legs and you feel the sensation of what would happen if you were kind of faster. So it's like your muscles and your nerves, you activate them and you make your legs stronger and a bit lighter and just more connected, and you say something like, you know, greater speed, or, you know, whatever. You can be as cringy as whatever it is you want. You know, maybe it's cool, who knows. And that's pretty much the basics of like an enchantment magic. And the more you do this, the more real it will become, until, you know, you can, other people can feel it, you can feel it, you get really good at it. You can do this in a room. I speak about this in my magic book, about how to do it to a room, how to do it to an object, etc. yourself. That really, there really are the three things: you, another thing, be that another person or an object, and a space, and or which is a room essentially, or an area. Those are really the three areas, and then you're basically just changing that thing or region or whatever to whatever you're trying to think about. Now, of course, you can get more deeper. For example, if you're trying to open a lock with magic, you would, you know, the most kind of like straightforward way would be like telekinesis. But if you're not good enough to use telekinesis, you can kind of just focus inward of the lock, focus on the lock, and just kind of will it, just kind of, you know, just focus on the will or the intention of it being unlocked, and then you give it a minute, you shake it a little, the doorknob a little bit, and it might unlock. You know, these things can happen. You know, you'll have to practice it, and you might surprise yourself. That's where you get the idea of this stuff. You know, that's how you kind of start to understand this stuff can work. But anyway, I hope that gave you an idea, and I hope you liked the the Overlord video. I really loved this scene. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought when I watched it, you know, I took a lot of inspiration on like how to kind of, you know, make magic like that. But I guess you have to figure out your own way to make magic, but really just practice what I've told you, and you'll kind of get the idea, because it's, you know, once you feel it, once you understand what I'm talking about, you'll get it, and you'll be able to do it, and you'll kind of know what magic's all about and stuff. Anyway, it's fun, so yeah, enjoy yourself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Of course, check the links in the description, and have a nice day.